Yo, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of the SWUS. Last game of the first day of the NBA playoffs. Lakers, Nuggets, rematch of the Western Conference Finals, Game 1. Live show, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. We're doing NHL playoffs first, then NBA playoffs, then MLB. I'm going to be rotating guests on and off to do all three, so it should be a loaded show in the morning. If you're able to make it, would love to see you in the comments. Yeah, Lakers, Nuggets, let's go.
Welcome to the SWUS. The SWUS. SWUS. Hey, get the SWUS.
All right, so game 1 is in Denver, and the Nuggets are laying 7.5 points at home here. Total sitting at 224. Let's take a quick look at the spreadsheet, and according to the model, we should see a 1-point Nuggets win. Final score, 116-115 Denver. Injuries and inactives, and we'll start with the Lakers. LeBron James and Anthony Davis are on the report, but they're listed as probable. We expect them to play, obviously. Cam Reddish has been ruled out, and Vanderbilt and Christian Wood are both still out as well. On the Denver side, we have nobody on the injury report for the Nuggets. They'll be at full strength. Betting trends on the Lakers side. LA is 8-5 against the spread in their last 13, 6-3 against the spread in their last 9 on the road. So they've been profitable to bet on the road. They've also been trending towards the over, 6-2 to the over in the last 8 Lakers games. Denver's been pretty much hovering around 500 against the number. They're 8-8 against the spread in their last 16, 9-7 against the spread at home since the All-Star break. So Nuggets at home last year was an absolute wagon. This year hasn't been nearly as profitable. But maybe the most important trend in this matchup is the Lakers' drought against the Denver Nuggets. 8 straight losses. 8 straight losses against the Nuggets, just 2-6 against the spread, too. So the Lakers have really struggled with this Denver team. Their 3 matchups this season, obviously all 3 were Denver wins. Most recent one was March 2nd. That was at home in LA for the Lakers. They lost by 10, 124-114. So let's match these 2 teams up on the court. We'll start with some net efficiency numbers in the last 10 games. Both these teams are top 10 in efficiency in the last 10 games. Denver is 5th. Lakers are 10th. But the Nuggets actually have played the stronger schedule analytically. In the last 10 games, Denver is 16th in strength of schedule. The Lakers are back at 25th. And I got some bad news for the Lakers right out of the gate here. The Nuggets have been playing absolutely lockdown defense at the rim recently. In the last 10 games, opponents are shooting just 59.5% at the basket against the Nuggets. That's the best in the NBA. And the reason that's such bad news, this is a Lakers offense that's been super reliant on scoring at the rim all season and last season as well. That's the Lakers' identity offensively, getting to the rim, scoring at the basket, getting to the foul line. I mean, look at the Lakers' recent schedule. Who are the 2 losses? The 2 teams they saw that played great defense on the interior, Golden State and Minnesota. Now, to be fair to the Lakers, the Pelicans aren't shown here, and the Pelicans are top 10 defense in points allowed in the paint, and they beat them. This is obviously a screenshot at the end of the regular season. So they did beat the Pelicans, who fall under this category. But as a whole, that's the kind of defense you want when you're playing the Lakers, a defense that can protect the basket, and the Nuggets have been elite at it. Now, we do have to give the Lakers offense some credit. They've definitely done a better job shooting the outside shot recently, but Denver's defense has been locked down out there as well. In fact, they've been one of the best 3-point defenses in the NBA recently, 2nd in defensive efficiency against the above-the-break 3 in the last 10 games. And the matchup gets even worse for the Lakers offense. You want to know what else the Nuggets defense has done a great job with recently? Stopping the fast break. And obviously we know points in transition is a huge part of the Lakers offense. Since March 1st, they're 11th in frequency, 3rd in efficiency. Nuggets defense, 8th and 4th. Denver started off the season slow, defending the fast break. But down the stretch, they've been one of the best fast break defenses in the league. I know this Denver team isn't normally known for its defense, but the Lakers might really struggle to find consistent scoring in this series. To be honest, the only angle I like for the Lakers offense is free throw rate. Lakers are excellent getting to the foul line. We know that. They're 2nd in the last 10 games. Denver's defense back at 22nd. So there's something. Lakers can get to the foul line, but I'm worried about relying on the whistle because, as we know, these games sometimes get called differently in the playoffs. The tic-tac fouls that are there in the regular season aren't always called in the playoffs. Now we flip it around and take a look at the matchup for the Denver offense, and this is where we actually have a nice angle for the Lakers defense. Denver doesn't take a lot of 3-point shots. just 21st in shot frequency from above the break in the last 10 games. The reason that's great news for the Lakers defense is they've been terrible defending that shot. They've been one of the worst three-point defenses in the league recently. The Nuggets are a very efficient outside shooting team. They're shooting over 40% from above the break, but it's not a huge part of their offense, which is definitely a sigh of relief for the Lakers. But to me, the biggest question here is, can the Lakers defense compete down low? The Nuggets are taking a large chunk of their shots at the basket. They're actually second in shot frequency at the rim in the last 10 games. And the Lakers haven't been bad protecting the rim. They're just not elite. And if you look at the matchup here between Anthony Davis and Nikola Jokic, this is the last 7 matchups. So the 3 games this year and the 4 last year in the Western Conference Finals. You can see this head-to-head matchup has definitely been a little bit one-sided recently. Jokic is averaging 4 more points per game, shooting better from the field, more rebounds per game, and of course, a ton more assists a game. For the Lakers to have a shot in this series, they need the gap between these 2 players, the production that they're getting out of them, to be a lot closer than this. And to be honest, Jokic hasn't given me any reason to doubt him. When Jamal Murray's on the floor, the Nuggets are no question the team to beat in this league. So I do not think the Lakers have a realistic shot at this series. That being said, we're not asking who's going to win the series. We're not even asking who's going to win this game. We're asking who's going to cover the number. And if you remember, Western Conference Finals, game 1 and 2 at Denver, same situation. Well, not same situation. This is the first round. But game 1 and 2 at Denver, Nuggets won both games. 132-26 in game 1, 108-103 in game 2. Why is this significant? Because the lines in those games were plus 6.5 and plus 5.5. I know. I took Lakers plus the points in both of them, covered by the hook in back-to-back games. So even though I think the Nuggets are probably going to win this game, probably going to dominate this series, and probably going to advance, I'm taking the points here. I'm taking Lakers plus 7.5. It worked for me last year. Got the hook twice in a row. Let's do it. Give me the Lake Show. Like I said earlier, live show 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. NHL first, NBA second, MLB third. If you're able to make it, we'd love to see you in the comments. If you want my top bets or the top bets from anyone on the staff here, they're posted on KyleKirms.com. Let's have ourselves a great weekend. Remember to bet responsibly, and I'll talk to you in the Discord.